sweet people. I am Maker Strong. My maker makes me strong with my boho braids back in. Anyway, it took me all day to do these, so I am rocking them and I'm getting ready to get some of that static energy on me. Anyway, and it's hot out there, guys. It is hot in Monterrey, Mexico. Well, not hot. It's 75 degrees, but that's hot for December. And we're not in southern Mexico, like where it would be close to the equator. Like, no, I'm, just south of South Texas. Why is it 75 degrees? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy my day. But before I do that, I came to talk to you guys real quick about speedy narcissists. One thing that I notice about people who have a lot of narcissistic tendencies, like heavy narcissistic tendencies, is they do everything super fast. They don't have a personality of their own. So when they talk to people who are, not dead inside, who are like regular people, they need information to build a persona. They need to like deep dive into who you are quickly. And that way they can kind of, with the knowledge of the few things that they find out about you, try to use that to make conversation or to, because they don't know what to talk about. It is weird. Like they don't know what to talk about. So in order to find something, it's like those deep emotional things that come out in a normal relationship that usually they come out organically. Like when you're with somebody for a long time, and long is a relative term, but when you're with somebody, things come out, right? Like um maybe you didn't tell the person some trauma that you suffered until you got to know them and you've been with them for like you've been talking to them for like 6 7 months, maybe even a year, and then something happens or you see a movie or I'm saying it organically. I'm not talking about they just ask the question and you answer, but I'm saying like this thing comes out, right? And you talk about it because it's like, wow, I remember when I was about such and such age and this thing happened. And then the other person, well, this is like in a normal relationship, right? And then the other person will be like, wow, really? I never knew that. And then they might share a similar situation that happened with them. And it's like the conversation is like, wow, I didn't know that. And it's like, it helps you to grow together and it helps you to bond because like this is another layer on top of the other layers that have already been kind of built upon in the time that you've known this person. So that's like a normal relationship. But with a narcissist, one thing that I've noticed is like you could talk to them like the first day or the second day. And by the second day, they have done a freaking oil well fracturing of trying to get into like everything negative that ever happened to you. And they're not focusing on the positive things that have happened to you. Because if you start telling them positive things, it's almost like they don't even want to hear that because it doesn't give them supply in a way. Because narcissists at the root of them, they're very negative. Like I said, they're like almost dead inside. And so, in order to create an artificial bond with you, they have to know something really dastardly, really nefarious about your life, or something nefarious that happened to you, so that they can pretend to be like empathetic or to pretend to be sharing in that reality with you or something. They want it fast. They want it now. And even with sex, the first time, like you go out with them, they want to kiss you, on the first date. And if you don't kiss them, then it's like they feel rejected because you didn't put your mouth on them. Like, I don't know you, dude. I'm trying to get to know you, but you ain't making me want to know you if you're trying to, if we haven't created that, like, and we wouldn't have just going out the first time, we wouldn't have, even if it was a nice date, even if we had a great time, we wouldn't have done enough to merit me tasting your spit and maybe the little blood capillaries that were broken when you brushed your teeth. And I hope you brushed your teeth. It's not, nothing is merited me taking your fluids on. No. It's a beautiful thing when it's right, right? But it's gross when it's somebody that you hardly know. And especially when they feel like it's transactional, because it's like, well, I paid for your dinner. But dude, you asked me to come to dinner and I came. Why would you not pay for dinner? If I had asked you, I would pay. So there is no, it's not transactional, but a lot of people are transactional. Like in this time, it's about money and it's about what I can get for the money. And nobody um, seems to think about what relationships really are. You know, it's business. It's all about business. It's not about emotion. It's not about care. It's not about compassion to a lot of people. To a lot of people is how they look at it. And I'm talking about males and females, okay? Um, but the the thing that I notice is like there is this expectation that you're going to go really fast because they're going to pace you fast. And they're going to try to make you feel like if you don't move at that quick pace, then they don't have any use for you. And if I were you, I would be like, okay, cool. They don't need it. They don't have a use for you. And that's cool. You know, there are certain platforms that you can go to and do sexual things without touching each other. You can. It's a thing that exists in real life. But a narcissist is not going to settle for that. And they are going to want to grab a hold and keep a hold of you and be like, they want to own your brain. They want to own your life. They want to do a identity swap with the women in their life. So, like if they see that women can be nurturing and kind, and they're the kind of parenting that they do, um, then the man will just mirror that, but in a superficial way because it's not really organic. It's not really who he is, but it's like, yeah, cringy. And I never even looked at it that way, but I have noticed that um, these guys really want everything fast. That's the one thing that they do. They will fast track you down the sexual pathway. They will fast track you down the emotional bonding, which is like I said, it's very superficial because it's like, well, I just want you to tell me everything horrible that ever happened. And they don't want you to even share anything nice that happened. You know, if you do, they will pretend that they're happy about it, but they want to whisk you through that because it's like, well, that's good, blah, 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 you know. Um, Another thing, like, what did the guy say? Oh, yeah, he said that they will compliment, they will admire you, but not compliment. So, yeah, they will compliment you at first, but then it's like all of that is called love bombing, you know? But they will try to make you hook into them too fast. Like it's just too fast. And it's like, let's just keep ourselves grounded in the knowledge that we don't know these people. And it takes a while to get to know somebody. Y'all might say, well, oh, 14 years. It's taken me a long time. And I'm still on my healing journey because some things that I've experienced in my life, I do not want to experience again. And I am doing a very, very thorough job of vetting the people who come into my life because I don't want somebody. I want my person. And there are things that happen. Like I said, sometimes you can have a really wonderful experience with somebody. You can have a really nice conversation. You can go out and have a good time. And your person is your person. Like your person is not somebody else. So the things that make your person, or the things that show you that the other person is not your person will reveal itself. It'll come out. And it's like, this person is not bad. This person is not a horrible individual. They're not a waste of teeth, but they're not your person. You're not going to be with everybody. Okay. You got somebody that you are going to vibe with on the highest to your most optimal good. And that's the guy that I'm looking for, right? That's the guy I want to be with. my highest timeline, my most optimal good for him and for me. So it's like, well, if I have to diminish my light in order for him to feel good about me, he's not my guy. If I have to, you know, do things that I don't feel comfortable doing with my body so to satisfy him, and like I'm not getting any satisfaction, but he is, he's not my guy. Meaning, if I don't want to kiss your ass, I'm not going to kiss your ass. And I'm not going to make you make me feel like that's what I should do just because you paid for dinner. So I hope this helps. Shalom.